inviting a bunch of people today. Today's gonna be a good show. Even though I don't know what we talk about with the topic, I'm bringing it in with them. You know what I'm saying? That's the way like I like to come in fresh on. You know.
Here you go, bro.
Big up to everybody that's representing to the 10th Fire. You know what I'm saying? How y'all day going? You know what I'm saying? Stay corona free. You know what I'm saying?
Here you go, bro.
Yeah, come hold on. Let me, boom.
All right.
All right. Let's get them started. My fault. You saw that whole boat cameras up there? Yeah, that's good. I just was inviting a bunch of people. I just hit about 60, 70 people, you know what I'm saying?
I heard that.
Just inviting them to tune in. Yo, what's good, y'all? Y'all ready for this weekend? That's what I'm saying. Yo, they've been doing all kind of, concerts and stuff right now. I just missed the underground hip-hop joint up at the Del East, man. I done went to that, man. You hear anything about it?
Nah, I hadn't heard about it.
Those of us that indulge in or commit intellectual violence don't do so for the pleasure of mental masturbation. We do so because chains of oppression are people's minds so deep and difficult to move.
Vaughn?
Yeah. Good morning, my children of the sun. Welcome to the Open Eye on WHGE 95.3 FM, the education station. I'm your host, Third Eye Optometrist, Patrice Gibbs. Of course, joined by my partner in consciousness, Nsoromma. Good morning, brother Nsoromma. How you doing?
Yaga. What's good, my man? What's
All
good?
right.
Hello, world. What's happening?
It's all good. The
How you doing, bruh?
First thing I got. Oh, that was an ant.
The first thing? What
The
you got?
first thing,
Okay.
yeah. First thing I got to do is ask the listeners to keep Brother Raheem Darden in your prayers.
Sure.
Yeah, Raheem Darden is in the hospital. He has contracted the COVID, and hopefully we'll have him back on the air soon.
Yeah, get well, brother. Get well.
That's where big ups and resilience to you, Brother Raheem.
That's right. Stay strong, bro.
Yes, indeed. Stay strong, brother. You know, it's something that, in this thing we call our struggle, we have all different types of philosophies and understandings and this, that, and the other.
Beliefs.
Right. And what have you.
Uh-huh.
But look, let me tell you something I posted this week.
What?
There's no one I agree with on everything. And that's okay. That's okay, y'all. Now, concerning this thing,
you ain't supposed to agree with everything. Everything.
That's
you
what.
know what I'm saying? That's just against the force of nature.
Big time.
You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, some things is just, I say, how logic.
Mm-hmm.
Logic, you can't beat logic. Logic is hard to beat.
Yes,
logic sometimes beats science.
So, yeah. Well, logic is a science, I think. I mean, you look at, who was the science officer on Star Trek?
Spock?
Spock. And what was Spock's biggest thing? Logic.
Oh yeah, I ain't never really put that together. See what I'm saying? I was Star Trek. I was Chucky, man.
Oh, me too.
I was a Chucky, y'all.
Big time. But look,
what?
Concerning this thing we call our struggle, if you're a warrior, I'm with you. no matter what you call yourself or how you identify, no matter what your religion or spirituality, no matter what your level of consciousness is, okay? If you are Team Black Empowerment, I'm with you. We can settle these family differences after we deal with our adversaries. Right now, we need warriors. That's big time. Right now, we need warriors. So,
and right now, in this time and day, they ain't even going after blacks. They going after everybody. They going after humanity. You know what I'm saying? And with this vaccine and this whole thing, now we as blacks got to really come together now, because they going after everybody.
Yeah.
So now,
always remember,
they always was on us.
Yeah.
So they on us even more now.
That's
you know
right,
what I'm saying?
because
So
the primary target
is brown,
white supremacy,
black. Yeah,
is black people.
So it's like, it's really messy, man.
Yeah, it is. Yes, it is. And like I said, you know, we're the primary target. We are who they fear more than anything, more than anybody.
I mean, why? I mean, throughout history, all our kings that ever exist never was into burning and hanging other nationalities and people.
Yeah. Well, you know
it's
what?
not being at war. We're not even at war, and they do this to people.
Yeah.
So imagine being at war when it's war time. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you know, let's not forget that they are at war with us.
Right, we ain't never been at war. We're at war.
Right.
Yeah.
And the reason for that, one, is guilt.
Guilt. Them having guilt.
Yeah, them having guilt.
Sister Rob was good.
That's word. Them having guilt because they approach it from their mindset. And if what they believe,
they approach it from their mindset. What you mean?
Well, they have a war-like mindset. That's always been there.
Right.
That's always been their thing.
Right.
Okay? And they fear if we ever come into power that we're going to do to them what they have done to us.
Wow.
And that's one of their greatest fears. Is that we're going to do to them
that what they did to us. But we could never be that mean and that
that's not who we are.
Nah, that's not in our DNA, as you say. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Jamie said.
Oh, and be welcome to join the discussion.
Definitely.
All right. We will take your call. Our phone number is 844 944 3953.
You heard it.
Yes, indeed.
WHGE 95.3.
That's it. That's basically our phone number.
Yeah.
That's basically our phone
So what's
number.
up? What y'all got to say? Talk to us. Call in. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what it is. We streaming
don't be
and
scared.
radio. Yo, we on a live stream too. I see people. Yo, what's good?
Yes,
Marcel,
indeed.
Toya, yo.
Hey.
Anita,
Brother
Vaughn, what's good?
Yeah.
Good morning, Vaughn. You know? Yeah, that's right. What y'all think about the vaccine? What's going on? Let us know. You know, do you really have a decision? Are you really going to get it? Yeah. Anita.
The Open Eye is brought to you by the Delaware Center for Homeless Vets, founders and builders of the Pearl Center. Also, Delaware Center for Homeless Vets is helping formerly incarcerated vets find housing and jobs. If you know a formerly incarcerated or justice-involved veteran,
You know somebody that's in your family. That's
right
a family
in your
member. You better, come on now. Okay.
That's word.
What else, bro?
Yep, give us a call.
Okay.
All right, give us a call. Get in touch with Delaware Center for Homeless Vets. And if the person that you refer to us is qualified to participate in the program, we'll give you a $30 referral fee.
What?
Referral bonus, yeah.
Now, that's easy money. You
Yeah,
didn't tell
easy
me I
money.
can tell somebody to call this number you can ready say.
302
Uh-huh.
691 7411.
And I can make some money.
And you can make some money.
I'm with that.
And you can help somebody.
And help somebody. But I was liking the money, but I like to help people. But I was liking the money first. Yeah.
I heard that. That's right. WHGE 95.3 FM, the Open Eye.
True.
Nsoromma.
And Mr. Gibbs.
All right.
Good. Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
And yo, what's good? Sister Rock, we said the number 2, 3, 4, 5 more times. You know what I'm saying? Yo, Refer vet.
Content provided by the host, guest or contributors are there.
Oh, okay. Do you want me to call them? What's the number? What's the number to call? Say the number.
302
691
691 7411.
7411. Alright, Anita. Yeah. That's the number. Toy, I see you.
Any content provided by hosts, guests, or contributors.
But you didn't hear the number either.
We gonna post it.
We'll say it. We'll keep saying it throughout we'll keep hollering at you.
The Open Eye, WHGE 95.3 FM, live on the air, live on Facebook.
Yeah.
That number again for Delaware Center for Homeless Vets for the referral bonus.
For the
302-691-7411.
Right.
You got a homeless, formerly incarcerated vet, give us a call. And I like this. This was from a brother on Facebook, Jardea. Okay, your impact on other people is bigger than you think. Someone still giggles when they think of that funny thing you said.
Well,
someone still smiles when they think of the compliment you gave them. Someone silently admires you.
Right.
The advice you give has made a difference for people. The support and love you offer others has made someone's day. Your input and opinions have made someone think twice. You're not insignificant or forgotten.
Right.
Your existence makes a positive difference, whether you see it or not. Stay positive. Stay up.
And keep going.
And keep going.
Yes. 844-944-3953. Call in right now.
That's what Dr. King said, if you can't run, walk. If you can't run, crawl. But keep going.
That's right.
That's what everybody. Oh, we got some stuff going on with the police.
Oh, that's ridiculous.
Oh, yeah.
Yo, man, I think it... See, I'm a warrior. I got the warrior mentality. I was raised when we wasn't having that. The segregation. We was like the first children to be bused to the out in the white neighborhood, to these high schools that were had strictly white people, and it was for the 15 buses of black people getting bussed out to these high schools and stuff. So when we got to high school, and got off the bus, it was big signs out there saying "Go home" the N-word and all kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? So we were warriors. We were raised as warriors and gymnastics athletes and boxers and karate instructors and all these other welding trade, wood trade, mechanics. We had all these other things that we was doing to make ourselves even better. You know what I'm saying? So we wasn't really having that racist stuff. You know what I'm saying? So we were like, we would fight back for real.
Right.
When I mean fight back, which is why
they put what they call them safety officers in school.
Right.
Yeah. Let me tell you something.
What?
Police don't prevent crime. They show up after it already happened.
No, they don't prevent it. They do it.
Yeah, how about that?
When they pull up, the crime starts.
Yeah, because they pull up and escalate the situation.
Right. The crime starts when they pull up. You know what I'm saying?
Crime prevention starts with funding social programs and creating opportunity. Let me say that again for you.
Say it again.
Crime prevention starts with funding social programs and creating opportunity. See, this is what was going on when I was coming. I'm a generation ahead of you. And what we had social programs going on. All right, you went to the park, and I ate that mint and it's making my eyes run. Hold up.
You went to the park.
We went to the park because at the park they had activities for kids. Had arts and crafts, athletic activities, and all this, that, and the other going on. This was in the 70s.
Right.
So when I was in school, we went to school with the attitude that, hey, this was just part of our day, part of our neighborhood. So we didn't need policemen wandering the halls.
Right.
Now they had these policemen wandering the halls, and what happened in Florida? One black girl got in an argument with another black girl, and the cop pulled up and slammed her on her head and knocked her out.
I mean,
These damn race soldiers had no business in school.
I mean, you dealing with kids. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's if you're a police officer, there's nothing that should make you that mad. The words though, if no one had a gun or your life wasn't threatened, no one should be hurt. It should. I mean, this is a civilization. So if the police are, going hard on us, I mean, hey yo, you gotta really protect yourself now. If you got the people that we supposed to think that is supposed to help us, serving and protect, and as they coming at us to kill us, and they the ones that's trying to kill us. Yo, you gotta think about that. You gotta really think about that. That's serious.
That is,
and it can go to anyone now.
That's right.
It's now they feel the wrath. You know what I'm saying? And America is about to go down because of that. You know what I'm saying?
You know what you have to understand with these race soldiers. And with what school has become for black children. Check this out now. 85% of school teachers are suburban white women, okay, who already have an attitude of distrust, fear, and hatred towards black children, especially black males. So school is no longer a thing of education. It's an institution where black boys are being institutionalized and prepared for what? Prison. Not being educated. Because look, even in schools where, there's integration and mixed and this, that, and the other.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Two kids get in a fight. A black kid and a white kid.
Mm-hmm.
Here's what will happen when this situation goes down.
What?
If the race soldier doesn't get there and body slam the black kid and knock him out by banging his head on the ground, when the punishment comes down, the white kid will be told that he's a troubled young man and he needs to watch the company that he keeps. The black kid will be told, you're an animal, you're on your way to prison, and you're expelled from school. You don't even deserve an education.
And he didn't even start it. That's right. That's the way life is. It's unfair.
Yeah.
The world is unfair, period, anyway.
Yeah.
So, you in turn have to really get yourself together. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It starts with the knowledge. You got to get knowledge. You know what I'm saying? And once you get the knowledge, the warrior has to set in or you'll be ran over.
That's right.
The world will run you over.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So,
And see, here's how this institutionalization works out, okay? Because, Dr. Neil deGrasse, he's a physicist, right? Scientist.
Right.
One of the sharpest, smartest brothers I've ever seen. Mm-hmm. He brilliant. Now, this is a quote from him. He said, in 2002, having spent more than 3 years in one residence for the first time in my life, I got called for jury duty. All right? He said, I show up on time, ready to serve.
Right.
When we get to the voir dire, the lawyer says to me, I see you're an astrophysicist. Mm-hmm. What's that? He said, I answer, astrophysics is the law of physics applied to the universe, the Big Bang, black holes, that sort of thing.
Right.
Then he asked, what do you teach at Princeton? I say, I teach a class on the evaluation of evidence and the relative unreliability of eyewitness testimony. 5 minutes later, he was out on the street.
That's right.
We don't want nobody that smart up in here.
Right.
So a few years later, jury duty again. The judge states that the defendant is charged with possession. Now check this out.
Right.
This is how they get you. Right. The judge states that the defendant is charged with the possession of 1,700 milligrams of cocaine. Mm-hmm. It was found on his body. He was arrested, and he is now on trial. This time, after the Q&A, question and answer, is over, the judge asked us whether there were any questions we would like to ask the court. And I say, yes, Your Honor. Why did you say he was in possession of 1,700 milligrams of cocaine? That sounds like a lot of cocaine. 1,700, that's a big number.
Right, milligrams.
But milligrams.
Yeah,
That equals 1.7 grams. That's a speck. 1.7 grams. That was the residue in the damn baggie that they found on it. If he actually had it. The 1,000 cancels with the milli, and you get 1.7 grams, which is less than the weight of a dime. A 10-cent piece in your pocket.
Right.
But they said he had 1,700 milligrams. And the people sitting on the jury, it's like,
wow, that's 4 truckloads.
You know?
That's incredible. How did you get that?
1,700?
Right. That's the way they juggle and play with your lives and do the numbers and the mathematics that you don't really understand. And yo, they slick with it. They slick with it. Boy, they slick with it.
But dealing with an astrophysicist who understands weights and measures.
Right. They don't want him because he'll be the one that say, nah, and they'll be all day on the charge, getting him the charge, and then have to throw it out or wait for the, you know what I'm saying?
So once again, they kicked him out on the street. We don't want you on the jury.
Yeah.
Hell no.
That's just like me. Every time I go, I'm not sending nobody to jail on my vote. I didn't see it. I wasn't there. I'm not God. So I don't know. So they didn't do it to me. So I'm telling you, before we go in there, put my vote down that they didn't do it. And they send me home all the time.
I know that's right. Now here's the side note. Ironically, more proof that the pipeline prison system for minorities is real. They don't want intelligence in the jury box. It's the last thing they want. See, that's this institutionalized racism. And you wonder why we have, you know,
But
I just give you, I'll pick a state, Michigan. Okay, Michigan. All right. Michigan, let's say I've been there, Grand Rapids, Michigan. Not a bad place.
Right.
All right. It is 14% black. Okay. In the state prison near Grand Rapids, the prison population breakdown, 47% black.
Right, all the black people locked up.
Yeah.
Running their economy.
That's word. That's word. Because that's what prison is about. It's about profit. It's about profiting on and what have you. You know? Now, this struggle may be a moral one or it may be a physical one. It may be both moral and physical, but it must be a struggle.
Wow.
Power concedes nothing without a demand. It never did and it never will. Find out just what any people will quietly submit to, and you have found the exact measure of the injustice and wrong which will be imposed upon them. Okay? Understand that. Every time that they killed a black person, the race soldiers, the cops, had killed an unarmed black person, what does the mainstream media and what does society do?
They always make the black person look bad.
Yeah, but they gauge the reaction of black people. Okay? Find out just what any people will quietly submit to.
Right.
All right? And you will find the exact measure of the injustice and wrong which can be opposed on them. Understand what that means. See, this is why I get mad. Oh, that apology mess. If you slap me and then apologize, my face still stings. See, when was it? I think it was in Michigan. Black couple, nice home, this, that, and the other.
Right.
They put a Black Lives Matter in their window.
Right.
Their white neighbor lost his mind. He started vandalizing them, flattened the tires on their car. You know, was doing all kinds of things. And finally, he just couldn't take it no more. He took a gun and shot up in their window. Now, he was arrested. That's terroristic threatening. Again, you shoot in my window, you trying to kill me, that's attempted murder.
Nah, when you come to my property and you start having an opinion, once you cross my property line, I can blow your brains out the back of your head. It's just that simple.
Yeah.
So that's what we have to start doing. These are terrorists.
That's what they're.
They coming to kill you
Right.
and your family.
You know.
And the first thing you're supposed to do is protect your family.
That's
period.
right.
And you have that
Mhm.
right.
Mhm.
So if we don't start executing that immediately and no questions asked, when you cross this line, it's your AS.
Yes, indeed. Now,
Okay, you know what I'm
this
saying?
couple had him arrested,
Right?
and he went to jail.
He got out.
But no,
Oh, I was going to say,
No, he
that
didn't
would
get
have had me hot, son.
He
You
didn't get out. All
hear me?
But here's what happened.
What?
They said, we're Christian people, and we forgive him. And the judge said, well, thank you for being so forgiving. So even though the charge is attempted murder, we're going to give him 4 to 10.
Of course, because the judge see that it's a law. He broke the law.
Yeah.
But we as
4
black
to
people,
10.
we as black people, right?
Mm-hmm.
We as black people has been so religionized. That's, I think I'm gonna put that in the slang-tionary.
Okay. Religionized.
Religionized that, you know, we'll look to say, oh, okay, you know, God will forgive you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? When, you know, God says punish those sometimes too. And we forget the punish part, and we always just be on the forgive thing.
Yeah.
Forgive, oh, I forgive you, brother. Oh, I forgive you, sister. Oh, nah, it's not like that. Some things deserve a punishment.
That's right.
And that's
4 to 10 is not sufficient for attempted murder. I've seen attempted murder cases.
I mean
12 to 25 years
right.
when it was a black person.
Oh yeah, they always if you go into the legal system right now, just go into any legal system and pull out a black person that's been locked up for the same charge as a white person, and you will see the injustice. Same date, same time, same criminal offense, and you will see the injustice. That's where we have to start. We have to attack them. Now that judge that put that time on that young man's hand, he should be the one that's accountable.
Yes, he should definitely be held accountable.
Them
And that brings
decision
me back,
makers,
right?
they are the ones that we should hold accountable.
Yes, indeed.
Period.
Find out just what any people will quietly submit to.
Right.
You have found the exact measure of injustice and wrong which can be opposed upon them. And these will continue until they are resisted with either words or blows.
Right.
You heard Nsoromma.
You know what I'm saying?
Or with both. The limits of tyrants are prescribed by the endurance of those they oppress. That's a quote from Frederick Douglass.
Say it again, brother.
The limits of tyrants are prescribed by the endurance of those whom they oppress. Okay? Look, when the world runs out of food, the poor are going to start eating the rich. Okay? I think that's why some of these rich people, they come out talking about they don't take baths regularly and this, that, and the other, because they know what's getting ready to happen.
What's getting ready to happen?
When we run out of food,
It's happening right now.
Yeah.
Are you seeing it? What's happening in Afghanistan and all these other
I'm glad you
countries
said that.
and stuff like that? It's on.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Literally.
Yeah.
And
Now,
don't
you know
think
what
it's just
they're
going to
saying?
stay over there. It's not only going to stay over there. That's what I'm saying.
Well, it's already here because check it out,
What?
right?
What?
This is how hypocritical these right-wing white people are.
Right.
All right? They're upset that the capital of Afghanistan is being attacked. Ain't y'all the same damn people that attacked the capital of America down in D.C. on January 6th? And y'all mad that the capital is, man, what's wrong with y'all?
They forget what they do.
Yeah.
They forget what they do
Yeah.
and point the finger at. I mean,
Yeah.
that's crazy.
That's crazy as hell.
All
All right. Now, I didn't agree with the way President Biden pulled out of Afghanistan. There should have been more security with these people coming out.
I mean, why you
What
pull
happened.
out? You've been there 20 years.
Yeah, 20
What's
years.
the problem? Why
Well,
did you pull out
I think
anyway?
he made a good point where he said, 4 presidents have dealt with this. And he's not going to pass it on to a 5th president. That sounds
Who is he
sensible.
to say that though? I
No,
mean,
he's
this is a
president.
20-year thing going on. So you would rather start a war get people killed, people jumping off or falling off of an airplane that's on the outside of it, trying to escape. Now, first of all, this is what was brought to my attention, and this is what you got to really, really, really understand. You understand? America was over there and they was dealing with these people. Say you was one of the people that lived over there and they knocked on your door. Yo, look, this is America and we need you to give up one of the people that's over there, and you are our informant from now on. So we protecting you and your family. And they had a bunch of thousands of people under the American Information Protection Act that was over there. That's what they were over there for. Now, when they leave, them same people don't have nobody to turn to or no protection, and then their families getting killed, and their baby and their children are getting burnt and taken because they went against their people for you, and you left.
And left them
high and dry.
Right.
I mean, people don't look at it like that. They trying to say them people were saying, take me with you. You owe me this. Take me with you.
Right. Oh well, you know what's going to happen is
we're
going to have an influx of Afghans here in America eventually.
They here already, right?
Oh yeah. There's quite a few of them here.
Yeah.
There's quite a few.
The Taliban's are here too.
Oh yeah. You know, if you want to know where they at, go to New York Fried Chicken.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Now, I'll tell you another thing.
What?
Who's really worried about America pulling out of Afghanistan?
Who?
Heroin junkies, because the heroin prices are going up. Believe that.
You said the drug game going to kick in?
The drug game ready to kick in. Heroin prices get ready to go up.
Yo, man.
Competition get ready to go up, and we're going to suffer some violence behind that crap. Now, here's the thing. The Afghan war, 20 years, like Nsoromma said.
Right.
The Afghan war has cost the American taxpayer $2 trillion plus. $2 trillion.
Right.
Now, what could we have done with $2 trillion? $2 trillion equals enough to end homelessness. That would cost $20 billion. Insulin for diabetics. That would cost $40 billion.
Right.
Universal pre-K. That would cost $60 billion. SNAP, that's food stamps for 40 million Americans. That would cost $80 billion.
Right.
Universal four-year college. That would cost $70 billion.
Right.
Cancel all medical debt. That would cost $140 billion.
Right.
And cancel all student debt. That would cost $1.6 trillion, which is the craziest part of that. That student debt is at $1.6 trillion.
You know, they call me talking about, you got a student loan that you... I ain't even go to school to get a student loan. What you talking about? How you get my information? Yo, listen, where you live at? I'm like,
they coming at you.
Imagine if you had an automated account, because that's what they do now. If you got a bank account, you owe money, or they look like you owe money, they'll go into your account and take that.
Take your money.
And what you do?
Another crazy
listen, huh?
You know another crazy thing?
What?
I could call the IRS today and say, hey, Nsoromma, he didn't file his taxes and he didn't pay taxes in the last 7 years. And I think they're, considering the way he's living, he must have earned quite a bit of money not to have paid any taxes. See, will Americans ever wake up to the fact that they're being scammed? Of course we can afford universal health care, free university, new bridges and airports. Get a passport and see the world. Every rich country that has stolen their money from Africa has these things except America. And don't get it mixed. America stole some money. They didn't just steal money. They stole us.
They still stealing.
And they still steal. They still steal.
But I'm like the bull from, you know what I'm saying? I want in.
Man, I heard
I want in. I mean, aren't you tired of being the one being stepped on?
Big time.
I mean, that's the whole key. Get out, get yourself something, become your own entity, and live your life to die. Because that's all we live to do, is to die. You don't want to get killed on the aspect of pulling up and you got pulled over, you ain't had your seatbelt on, get thrown out the car, boom, there you go with a broke neck, or shot all up, or tased to death. You know what I'm saying? It's just that easy.
Yeah.
So with it being that easy, you gotta get yourself together because it is that easy to be killed.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
It's,
and like you said, I don't want to be killed. As a matter of fact, I want skid marks on my grave the way I slid in there.
right.
Because I
Stop it. No, I'm right.
Yeah.
I'm doing so many things to not be put in a situation to have my life taken, because that's the most precious thing you have. Besides, your feeling about your kids, but you in your life is the most precious thing that you have.
Yes, indeed. WHGE 95.3 FM. I'm Patrice Gibbs.
Nsoromma. Rob, what's up? Sherry, what's good?
Sherry.
We see you popped in on us. Yo, us, Officer Sergeant Slaughter, what's good? America crushes the majority, almost definitely. Believe that. Sister Rock. Yon, what's good? Wagwan. And yo, the number, I'm going to say it again. 844-944-3953. 3953. Call in. You know what I'm saying? Talk to us. Hit us up on Facebook. This is where we at. This is what we doing. For real. And yo, that's Implosion. You know what I'm saying? Rip and smooth. Go get that. Right? Uh-huh. Right, right.
Delaware Center for Open Space. EEHB.
Oh yeah, you got them in there too.
All
Relax.
EEHB.
Yo, most definitely, we need black cities. To take our land, to take the land, this claim some land. We don't got nothing to claim. We ain't claim. We have no home of our own, no city, no area, no nothing of our own. Like the Italians and the Irish and all of them got their own little hubs and around their city.
Black Africa.
Right.
We're going Black America.
And you ain't even gotta call it Black America. It just be somewhere that blacks can go. That's their own. And why everything have to be named in front of it? Black this, black that. Why can't it just be Pat's? Whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? And you don't want them to say, yo, that's Black Pat's restaurant over on South Bridge.
I ain't got problem.
Yo, Black Pat. Hey, yo, Black Pat.
You know that's what they call me when I was young, right?
But I'm saying,
Call my dark black ass Black Pat. Right off.
And see, but then it's all about, okay, you accepting that for the simple fact that you getting this cash money for this hamburger, Black Pat.
Yeah.
You know
No,
what I'm saying?
I'm accepting that because I was burnt in God's own furnace.
Oh yeah,
That's why I'm
you are
dark.
burnt in God's furnace. Me too.
Ain't my skin
You was
blue?
cooked a little longer, but it don't matter. We all are in the same cooking pot. We all in. Wayman, is that you?
I'm gonna deal with that.
Just push the button.
WHGE 95.3 FM with Patrice Gibbs.
Nsoromma in the building.
Yes, indeed.
Yep.
I am black.
You are you? I'm black too. I'm black too.
Blackness, rather, not so much in color, but in nature.
In nature.
I am the embodiment of all things. The beginning and the end.
Okay.
I am deep space.
Right.
Primordial waters.
Okay.
Dark matter. Compressed light. The power of the universe.
Wow.
My journey didn't start when I was born. I've always been here. And always will. And that go for all y'all.
That's right. Because you are the essence.
Yes.
Hey yo, and did you ever realize that how beautifully we are designed as humans, to come from a nothingness through a seed to be, flourished into a full human being that has intestines, liver, heart, all these things come from this one seed, bone, marrow. Then that's unexplainable to anyone. I don't care if you're the smartest person with 17 PhDs and all the other smart things that you think you may have. You can never break down the science of the existence of the human being.
You know what? Let me tell you how, for those that don't know, how Amy Jacques Garvey broke that down.
What?
Amy Jacques Garvey was Marcus Garvey's wife.
Okay.
She said, from early history to the present, we learn of men and women who have emerged from their environment and so far outdistanced their contemporaries in thought and action that in their day they were apt to be called mad or dangerous or fool. Long after their death, when the truths, I don't like to use death, their transition to another energy.
Okay.
When the truths they espouse of the experiments they conducted are validated, or the dangers which they pointed out come to pass, then they who have been convinced by experience and are prone to admit that the visionary was right and must have been inspired to have been so persevering. Understand that? That's what, right? Oh, the mercy. Oh, they're naming an airport in Louisville, Kentucky.
They're naming the airport what? After who?
After Muhammad Ali.
That's what's up.
And the usual assortments of sword-headed, false patriots are screaming draft dodger. Ali was not a draft dodger. He was a conscientious objector who stood his ground and took the punishment he was given. He didn't run off to Canada. His conviction was overturned by the Supreme Court.
Of course.
Draft dodger would have been like having a doctor who's on your daddy's payroll give you a fake diagnosis for something like bone spurs or something like that. Sound familiar?
Who was it?
The Orange Disaster. And since I mentioned Marcus Garvey, because I think it was this week, the 17th of August, was his birthday. Did you know that Marcus Garvey united 6 million black people between 1916 and 1926? Marcus was the coldest that ever did it. He built huge businesses. He had a fleet of ships in 1920. He employed over 1,000 black people in New York City alone. He created the red, black, and green flag we use today. Learn more about Marcus Garvey and hear him speak in his own words. Okay? Because those recordings are out there. It's available.
Right.
It's available. That's where, now earlier, something else I would have to mention. Wait a minute. One of the things that we have to deal with, when I said that, we need warriors, and I don't care what our differences are.
Right.
But where we do part company is when you on one of them Negro peons.
Negro peons.
Negro peons.
We get a
that's looking for some butter biscuits.
Right.
Now, what is that about? Looking for some butter biscuits. Where did that come from? The butter biscuits. And we are the only people that this was practiced on. Okay? Butter biscuits were given to slaves that ratted out other slaves because we're fed mush and all kind of crap and pig parts and this, that, and the other.
Yeah, so getting the butter.
So getting a butter biscuit is the
Lord.
thing. The first thing out of the butter biscuits, all I had to do was tell all Sambo's ass, you got me some butter biscuits. Now,
right.
I seen this brother in Florida, and he's up in front of the town meeting or whatever it was, town hall meeting, talking about education and what have you. And this brother said, racism wouldn't exist if black people would just shut up about it. Oh, Lord of mercy. He lucky I couldn't reach through the video screen, because I'd have grabbed him by the throat and choked him and shook him or something.
But that's how gullible they are. You know what I'm saying? They really don't understand that, we are the chosen one.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you know, when you be the chosen one, everybody, like when you win the championship, everybody next year is trying to get you.
Mm-hmm.
And it's the same thing, you know what I'm saying? When you're the chosen one, everybody want to get a piece or pull you down or grab you or come at you. And that's just it. And they've been coming at us since the beginning.
That's right.
You know, and we just got to stand steady and stand strong, and you know, become the warriors that we were, and not these. We've become super soft, man.
Oh, we have, man. You know, you got some of our people
soft,
that
man.
just lost their damn mind. Like that fool down there talking about racism is black people's fault because we won't shut up about it.
Now,
like, if we shut up about it,
if we shut up about it, and then every time you say something racist, swell your eye up, or bust one of your teeth out your mouth, or slam you on your head, or put our knee on your neck.
That's what
we'll be really hostile then, huh?
That's what.
So I say, I mean, you
gotta
gotta
I'm gonna tell you something,
huh?
brother.
What?
This is so for you too. This is so for you too.
Okay.
One thing we won't be remembered for is being quiet about it.
Almost.
You can bet that. You can bet. Because you say some racist crap to me, let me tell you, I go from 0 to 1,050.
It was hard for my mom to set me up. You know,
mine too.
I used to get the beating so bad that you'd be like, and see, you like, shut up. I don't want to hear that. Right? I'll be like,
well, I give you something to cry for. That's what
they ain't have beatings like that. Kids don't get beatings like that no more, man.
Because you know what? Let me tell y'all something.
What?
This is real talk, right? Spanking a child is not necessarily child abuse,
right?
Okay,
but
let me tell you something. If they didn't whoop my ass, I'd probably be in jail or something.
Right? I'm from a beat time. I say beat. They used to beat me.
I heard that.
I was too bad to get the spanking. I set your house on fire and then go home and eat some cereal. Like there wasn't nothing wrong. And they'll follow the footprint back to my backyard. You listen. I know what you're dealing with.
Yeah. That's right. That was me too.
I'm telling you.
No, I said I might have said
thanks, Mom, for beating me like beating me. Thank you.
You and me both. You know, because I'm telling you like this. Like my boy Vaughn said, he had 2 whippings in his life. I had 2 whippings before noon. You kidding me?
Right. On the same day.
On the same day. On the same day.
Oh, my God.
And my mother used to ask me, she said, is it a thing with you that you can't go to bed without getting a whooping? I don't sleep well without a good whooping.
Right.
Yes, I don't know. You know, but yeah, buddy, I'll tell you how to shoot, man. And like I said, my aunt asked me, God rest her soul, after my father passed, God rest your soul, Pop. How were you and your father so tight after you got grown the way he used to tear your ass up when you was a boy? I said, well, let me explain something to you.
What?
I ain't scared of nobody.
Definitely.
Right? You be hard pressed to find the person that I'm afraid of. Mm-hmm. I ain't never been to jail. I know how to act. I got manners. I know how to treat women.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I would carry myself with honor. If my father didn't step up and make sure that he was raising men, not some soft people that wasn't going to be able to survive in the world,
right,
I'd be jammed up. So thanks for the whoopings, Pop.
Right.
Time.
Thanks, Pop. I mean, Mom too. You know
Mom
what I'm
too.
saying?
That's word. When you get, some of these fools. Oh, and it's another thing.
What? What's another thing?
Because they've been doing it since slavery, right? In Florida. I'm pretty sure she was an Olympian. Had her second child. All right. This doctor in Florida, I'm gonna get more information on that for y'all because I didn't bring my notes on it.
What?
Oh, she's taking people's children just because she can.
And who is it now?
She's the head of the Child Protective Service in Florida. I don't have her name with me.
No, but you saying she's doing illegal, coming in there and taking people's kids.
She's taking people's kids like nothing, and especially black kids. This black woman, I'm pretty sure she's an Olympian. All right. She took her kid to the doctor. They wanted to do something to her kid that she's like, oh, that's not necessary. So she's taking her kid home. Mm-hmm. They called CPS. CPS took her child. Took 2 children from her.
Yo, that's crazy.
Yeah. That's crazy.
But you know, black kids are in demand because they trying to make them slaves. They adopt these black kids and then they bring them into their house and go, okay, we're going to home teach you, and the only thing we need you to do when you get big is clean these windows and vac this floor and boom, boom, take that, cut the grass. You're doing all the maintenance stuff around the house, and they're getting our kids. You know,
So when black kids are up for adoption, get them. Because one of these actresses, I forget her name, is Cheryl T. No, it's not T.
Right.
Well, at any rate, right, she adopted this black boy.
Trina.
And you know what she did? She's raising him as a girl.
Yeah, that's what they doing. That's what I'm saying. And they messing with their mentality so they won't, I think, mess with their kids. If you think you're a girl and you're a boy and they got a girl in the house, they ain't worried about you messing with their little girl. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, bro, what you just said, right?
What?
You heard of George Washington Carver? No,
Yes.
tunic man. There's so many things with tunic.
Yes.
Have you ever seen footage of him speaking?
No.
He had a very, really high voice.
He had that very, really high voice like that.
Yeah.
And he talk like that. I would bag up at him. You hear me? I would be no good in his head when he's
He messed up. I give those a brilliant man and one of our heroes and this, that, and the other.
This
you know why he had
Mike
a high
Tyson
voice like that? He was adopted by a white family who educated him.
Oh.
But that white family had a daughter in the house.
Oh, and they cut off his, yo, stop, you don't go there.
Yep.
And that's why he thought
They castrated him. They castrated him.
I just cried for that brother, man.
Man,
That's crazy, man.
hurt my heart.
That's crazy,
To know
man.
that this is what happened to this brother.
Yeah, man, they get them black kids, they doing them for, like, they get slaughtered. He like Slaughter said, he just texted me and was like, yo, they getting them, they snatching these kids because they want the, organs. You got their bloodline and they'll raise you just to grab your organ out of you.
Yeah.
You understand?
That's
Understand that. They'll take care of you for 12, 13 years so your organ can get fully sized for them so the adult can grab it. And that's the kind of money these people have. So, when we say money, we don't really know what money is. You know what I'm saying? Money is that money. You know
That's
what I mean?
it is. That's what it is. WHGE 95.3 FM. We will be right back with something special for you today.
Get it? Yo, what's good? What's up, P? Trina, I see you. Yeah, we talk about it all. For real, we ain't playing no games. We doing it. Almost definitely. They sex trafficking, all kinds of stuff, brother. They take their organs. We gotta protect our black women too, like you said. This for real. It's no joke. Protect our women, our children, our assets. I mean, we just gotta get in protective mode because that's the world has gone. So now we have to get in protect mode, save mode, and ready mode for war. Are you really ready for war? Have you ever really been in a war? I mean, serious. It's serious, man.
Big time.
But the aim ain't steady. Hit the wrong one, someone innocent son. Plan for a funeral that bury another one. Yeah. Change in our city because violence taking over our city. Ain't nothing pretty, but we gotta get to the nitty. Look where the problems start, take it big and gritty. Design a plan to prevent the sport. Pull the youth to the light, snatch them from the door.
WHGE 95.3 FM.
Yup.
My city.
That's right.
Nsoromma.
Spotify, iTunes, you dig it.
Yes, indeed. Today is a very special day.
What's
for
the day?
me and my family.
Right?
Okay. Yeah, I'm going to go right here. I'm going right to it. Guiding light, loving mother. Jane Gibbs set my foot on the path of knowledge as soon as I could stand up. My mother instilled in me a love of reading very early. She was my primary teacher.
Right.
When I entered the first grade, not only could I read and write, but I could tell you all about Patrice, my namesake.
Right.
By the time I was 15 years old, I had read James Baldwin, Zora Neale Hurston, Langston Hughes, The Opinions and Philosophies of Marcus Garvey, The Souls of Black Folk by W.E.B. Du Bois, the autobiography of Malcolm X, William Shakespeare, John Steinbeck, Mark Twain, Greek, Roman, German, and Egyptian mythology, and The African Origin of Civilization by Cheikh Anta Diop. Mom's favorite phrase was, "Here, son, read this." I'm fairly certain my father, John Gibbs, coined the phrase militant midget. Pop added some other descriptive terms to the phrase he used to describe his oldest son. Mom proudly took responsibility for my militancy. Jane Gibbs had every intention of raising a revolutionary. Right on. I was absolutely in awe of Jane Gibbs. My mother was beautiful, smart, and successful. Mom's knowledge of our history, politics, and religion never ceased to amaze me. Mom made school easy for me because I was always well prepared. So many times when the subject came up in school, Mom had already covered it, and she was a great teacher. Sometimes the lessons were so subtle, I didn't even realize I was being taught. Did I mention my mother was smart? She was. Jane Gibbs was very smart. She undeniably was way smarter than her full of himself 15-year-old son Patrice. And she was clever too. When I was 15 years old, Black Men's Development Center moved into the community.
Right.
The brothers and sisters of BDC were sharp and disciplined.
Right, which we need them now. We need some of them now. We need some of them more organizations around in our area right now. We need that too also.
Yes, they
okay,
do.
brother, continue.
Yep. They were knowledgeable about our history and gave out literature.
Right.
The brothers and sisters of BDC, Black Men's Development Center, all wore militant Black Power uniforms, fatigues emblazoned with the red, black, and green, and combat boots, and kufis and berets like the Black Panthers. Oh yeah, I had to be part of this.
Right.
They talked about the slave mentality, and they all had Muslim names, and they were all Muslim.
Right.
Changing my name, of course, is out of the question, but I would definitely become a Muslim. That's what I was thinking in my 15-year-old mind.
Right.
All I had to do was tell Mom. Yeah.
Okay.
Mom saw to it that I went to church every Sunday.
Okay.
I had to participate. I was a junior usher. My mother was a major participant in church herself. She was an usher, a trustee, and secretary of the church.
Okay, she was working.
Yeah.
All right.
The minister participated in the civil rights movement and preached liberation theology and had healthy respect for my family's Black nationalism and the fact that my family's membership in church dated back 5 generations.
Okay.
The church was a major part of my mother's life. I was sure informing my mother that I planned to become a Muslim was not going to go over well. It was a Wednesday evening, early summer. I came home for dinner. Mom was in the kitchen cooking. I screwed up my courage, puffed out my chest, marched into the kitchen to make my announcement. I got something to tell you, Mom.
What, boy?
Yep. I started after our brief salutations, you know. What's that, son? I won't be going to church anymore, and I'm not eating no more pork, and I decided to become a Muslim. Then I nervously declared that and stepped back and waited for the fireworks.
Okay.
Mom slowly turned from the stove and looked at me with a slight smile. And she said, okay. Well, I was cooking some pork chops for dinner. I can fry you some chicken if you like. And she said that real sweet. And that was not the response I was expecting at all.
Right.
Thoroughly surprised, I meekly replied, yes, thank you, and went and sat in the living room and waited for dinner. Friday afternoon, I came in from hanging out to find Mom had come home early from work. Hi, Mom, what you doing home? Oh, I took off early. There's something for you on your bed. Cool. A new book, clothes, what? I ran off to see what? On my bed was a Quran and a kufi. Okay. A kufi just like the brothers wore. I picked up the Quran and thumbed through it for a second. Then I snatched up the kufi and rushed to the bathroom mirror to try it on. Yeah.
Right.
Thanks, Mom. I hollered to her. After admiring myself in the mirror, I headed for the door. I had to hit the street and show off my kufi. Wait until the brothers from BBC got a load of me with my kufi. Hey, wait a minute, boy. Let me get a look at you. Mom folded up a newspaper and got up from the couch. She walked over to me and circled me once. I stood at attention, tall, proud, erect. Mm-hmm. You Muslim now, ain't you, son? She asked. Yes, ma'am. I replied proudly. Uh-huh. Assalamu alaikum. I didn't know she knew that. Walaikum assalam. I replied. Mom smiled and she said, Bismillah ar-Rahim Niraham. What did she say? I stood there and stared at my mother blankly. She said, you have no idea what I said to you, son. She asked sternly, no, ma'am, I replied reluctantly. Let me tell you something, boy. Uh-oh. You're not going to play at Islam. If you're going to be a Muslim, you're going to be a practicing Muslim. You will learn the 5 pillars of Islam. You will learn to make salah. And it's Friday. Brother Wenge is outside waiting for you. You're going to Jama'ah service. Oh, brother, I hung my head and marched out and got in the car. Brother Wenge said, Assalamu alaikum, brother. Walaikum salam, I gruffly repeated. Nice kufi, brother. He chuckled and pulled off. Saturday morning, my day off, no work today, I can sleep in. Pat, get up. My mother's shrill wake up call cut me like a knife. What the hell? What's wrong, Mom? Come on, get up. Get up, she hollered. I sat up and looked around. It's still dark. What time is it?
Right.
I don't work today. It's 5:10 a.m. Get up, go wash up, and get ready for morning prayer. Your prayer rug is under the bed. East is that way. Is she nuts? For the next several weeks, Brother Wenge and Jane Gibbs proceeded to instruct me in the Islamic faith.
Okay.
Wenge went over passages in the Quran with me and taught me to pray. He would also make sure I made it to Jama'ah service every Friday. Mom taught me the difference between Shia and Sunni Islam. The difference between the Nation of Islam and Orthodox Islam. No matter where I was, Mom found me and made sure I prayed 5 times a day.
Right.
And she would quiz me. What's the hadith? Name the 5 pillars of Islam and explain them. This is not what I had in mind. Let's keep it real. I did not want to become a Muslim because I had experienced some religious epiphany or had arrived at some great spiritual revelation.
Right.
I decided to become a Muslim because I looked up to the brothers from Black Men's Development Center and wanted to be like them, and I thought it was the hip, cool, militant thing to do.
Right.
Mom understood this better than I did. After about a month, I had enough. Friday payday, new sneakers, new shirt. I'm going home to get dressed and getting my new gear because the Johnsons across the street is having a party.
Okay.
Yeah, but first I gotta talk to Mom. When I got home, my mother was sitting on the couch reading the paper as usual. Hi, Mom. Hey, boy. Mom, I got something to tell you. What's that, son? I don't think Islam is right for me. I don't think I want to be a Muslim. She never looked up from her paper. Mom just smiled and said, okay, there's something on your bed for you.
Yeah, okay.
Last time something was on my bed for me, well, okay. On the foot of my bed was a box. On top of the box was a book with a note attached. The note read, add this to your summer reading list. And report due in 2 weeks before school starts. The book was Wonderful Ethiopians and the Ancient Kushite Empire by Drusilla Dungy Houston, and I still have that book.
Right.
Okay, let's see what's in the box. Open the box. Hot damn, a brand new fedora. Straw fedora. Thank you, Mom. The day is my mother's 87th birthday.
Happy birthday, Mom.
Yes, indeed. She set my foot on the path of knowledge. I love and respect you, Mother. I met God. She raised me. And like I always say, destiny determines who enters your life, but you decide who stays. Therefore, value those who value you, and don't treat those as a priority who treat you as an option. This is the Open Eye.
Open eye.
I'm Patrice Gibbs.
Gibbs.
Yes, indeed.
And I'm Nsoromma in the building.
An intellectual surgeon. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you all for tuning in.
Yes, indeed.
You dig? Yeah, you know what it is. Sherry, Vaughn, yo, y'all hanging in. Y'all be on the muscle that. You know what I'm saying? And Slaughter. Listen, yo, you be on it too, boy.
Yes,
Black people want our own, most definitely. and what's available on this planet. You know what I'm saying? Because it's ours too. I think what you're saying, and I feel that to the 10th power. You know what I'm saying? So, yo, like I said, we as black people, individuals, got to do that, claim that, and it happened. You know what I'm saying? But it start with you. If you don't do it, it won't be done. You'll be part of the problem. So, yo, step your game up, invest in yourself, and do you. You dig? Yaga! Hey, yo, Pat, you want to say peace to them? You know what I'm saying?
Yo, thanks for joining us. That's word. I hope you enjoyed the story about my mama and what have you. And, yo, like I said, look, words have power. We got the power of the word. All right? Use it wisely.
You dig? Yaga! See you next week. For real.
Peace. All right, all right.
Yo, you know what it is.